in this culture, in this society, there's an assumption which shows up in how we talk about things. So that when somebody does something selfish or greedy, what do we say? We say, oh, that's just human nature. But there's an assumption in that about human nature. Interestingly enough, it's rarely the case that somebody does something generous or kind or supportive. People say, oh, that's just human nature. And yet, in actual truth, that is human nature, and the greed and the selfish are not human nature. It's not that people can't be greedy or selfish or aggressive or competitive, individualistic and just plain narcissistic. Obviously, not only can they be, but they often are, and not only can they be, but so can we be. I certainly can. But that doesn't mean it's our nature. It's like, try to understand the zebra. Where would you want to study the zebra? In a zoo, in a small cage in a zoo, or out in the savannah where the zebra evolved and has lived? Well, if you really want to understand the nature of the zebra, you wouldn't study them in a zoo. And so drawing conclusions about human nature from how we live in this society is like trying to understand a wild animal inside a cage. That's my argument. That what we consider to be normal, that this normal culture that we have here, there's nothing normal about it in terms of human needs and human potential. In fact, it's that gap between human needs and human potential and the conditions under which we live now that creates so much illness of mind and body, not to mention so much tension, so much strain, so much hostility, so much division in society in general.